The bands on the MBOMBAY cigars are always extremely eye-catching. Beautiful designs on the band that covers half of the cigar in this particular Vitola. This is the MBOMBAY Habano. I'll meet you in the dungeon. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Once again, it's your boy Q Morgan in the building. This is Blowing a Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars, as well as introduce our new smoker friends to this cigar lifestyle. If it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, give me a thumbs up. This automatically enters you into the monthly swag bag drawing. Each month I pick out a couple of sticks, print out a couple of shirts, send those directly to your house. I'm excited to pull one out of the personal stash for y'all. We done did this one before. Thoroughly enjoyable, but definitely looking to see if we get some different flavor profiles. This is the MBOMBAY Habano. Let's get into it. I want to welcome all my smoker friends to Blowing a Budget. Here we highlight those budget-friendly cigars, as well as those premium sticks that appears on everybody's wish list. Today we're blowing something from the private stash. This is my personal favorite. MBOMBAY Tobacco is a new, relatively small tobacco house, and they've come up with a nice array of, I guess, flavor compositions. This is the Habano, and right off the bat I get a little bit of clove. There's a kind of like a spiced apple, like a wintertime apple cider and cinnamon type mixture. There's a lot of baking spice that I'm getting on the introduction, which is a pleasant introduction. This is a 4.5 by 50 Robusto, definitely budget friendly at about $8, classified as a medium to full. So don't know what this entails. Had some flavor profiles to gauge off of in the beginning when I first smoked it. So we're gonna do a quick comparison. We're gonna smoke this again. Sit tight, sit back. This is Blowing a Budget. Well, we're getting into the first third of our MBOMBAY Habano, and you'll notice a second wrapper. But while we're looking at that wrapper, let's look at the construction. We got an Ecuadorian Habano, very beautifully constructed, light veining. There appears to be a crack a little bit at the head, but it's not a damaging crack. I think that might be just the joining of that roll. See that crack right there? Yeah, there's no smoke coming out of that. Nothing to worry about right now, but the binder is Ecuadorian, and the filler is a combination of Nicaraguan and Peruvian tobaccos. Looking at the burn line, ooh yeah. It's a nice little burn line, nothing to complain about. Nice sheen on the wrapper. There's a little bounce to it. This is definitely a budget-friendly smoke. Cost me about $8. And I've had it before. It was enjoyable, but it was a little strong at the time, and maybe it was because I had got it fresh. I smoked it straight out of the humidor where I purchased it, and this one has had some time to sit in the box for a couple months. It's a little more mature than I remember, but the flavors are definitely interesting. So we got a little clove, a little spiced apple at the introduction. The retrohale is a little bit spicy, but not so spicy. It's kind of like a like a white pepper spice almost. Yeah, into that first third, I'm getting a little bit of a dark cocoa, like a woody flavor. And the transitions are nice. They build, they don't just surprise you. So this is definitely something to try if you're interested in the medium to full spectrum. I speak about it in many of the videos. Retrohale, we puff the stick, we never inhale. You're gonna hold some of that smoke in your mouth until you get a sensation on your tongue and your cheeks. You can release some of that smoke holding the last portion so that you can try to extract that through your nostrils or your nose. With some practice, you'll be able to distinguish specific flavors in the composition of whatever you've chosen to smoke. Here's a demonstration. And there is where you pick up the little cayenne pepper now that we're getting into the halfway. This is a quick session, really on the way to work type of cigar. You may be able to get this in on a lunch break, but it's a 4.5 by 50, so it can go relatively quick. However, this is a slow burning stick, so it may not be a good lunch break stick if you only got 30 minutes. I want to talk about strength and body and the distinction between the two. Now, of course, you have those classifications that I say in some of the videos. Medium to full, as the Habano is. That refers to medium body or medium strength and full body. Strength being the reflection of a cigar's nicotine content, and body being the ability to taste the flavors in the composition. So if you have a medium to full cigar, you can expect a medium nicotine strength and a full body flavor profile. So how it feels on your palate, those flavors that you're able to distinguish. Again, with practice, the retrohale may help you decide some of those flavors. Now, when you talk about the strength of a cigar, that becomes relative because every palate is different. We all react differently to nicotine. So at the end of the day, it really boils down to an individual's perception of intensity regarding strength. Same can be said for body. All of our palates are different. We have different receptors. We receive things differently. So what you may taste in a particular selection or a particular stick, I may not be able to pick up. Now let's take our MBOMBAY Habano in context to the conversation. At the beginning of the stick, we started out mild. There was a clove, there was a spiced apple, a little bit of cayenne on the retrohale. And now that we've gotten into half, that pepper is actually coming forward, overpowering the previous flavors, hence a little bit of ramping. So in between the first third and half, transition-wise, we've gotten a little bit stronger in flavor profile. So we have gone from a mild to now we're at a medium, and the nicotine content would still be at medium. So well, y'all, we're coming up to that last third, approaching the home stretch. Not quite done with the session, but we are approaching nonetheless. Okay, see that crack right there? That's what I was talking about earlier. I'm no professional by any means. However, I do enjoy the opportunity to share with you those sticks that I enjoy, as well as those that I don't. As far as the MBOMBAY Habano, this is definitely one to add to the box. A, it's budget friendly. B, it's flavorful. And C, it's a nice transitional cigar. So you're going to experience a different myriad of flavors as you get through the stick. Of course, other flavors will enhance what you've previously experienced, but this is definitely one to try. So if you're out and about at your local Bob and them, check out Bombay Tobacco, the MBOMBAY Habano. Well, y'all, we reached the end of our session because that wrapper is starting to bust out. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up for y'all. Whatever you're doing in this cigar lifestyle, y'all, make sure you keep it smoking. We're going to pull this wrapper off and finish out with binder and filler. See what it tastes like. This is your boy Q Morgan in the building. As always, keep it smoky, y'all. Peace out.